Roll sound.
Rolling. Sound production, take 2.
Billions and billions. The days of the week are probably something you don't give much thought to, aside from Monday being Sunday's unwanted stepchild, Wednesday being the crest of a very tiny hill, and Friday being the day most English-speaking people regularly thank God. Which begs the question, which one? Because each of the days are named after gods, Roman ones to be precise, specifically their celestial bodies, as is most evident in French and other Latin languages. For example, Lundi or Monday for the moon, la lune, Mardi or Tuesday for Mars, Mercredi or Wednesday for Mercury, Jeudi or Thursday for Jupiter, Vendredi or Friday for Venus, and Samedi or Saturday for Saturn. Oddly, we have to return to English for this to continue, since Sunday in French is dimanche, with the D part meaning the supposed one true God. And while it doesn't appear so at first, English does in fact follow this tradition, often in a convoluted manner. For example, the name Friday comes from the Old English Freedag, meaning day of Frige, a result of an early convention associating the Old English goddess Frigg with the Roman goddess Venus. So the question is, why isn't the sequence of days of the week in the same order of either the god's importance to the Romans or the planet's celestial sequence in the sky? Well, believe it or not, there is a reason, and we know there's a reason because there's reference to it being explained. The Greek philosopher and historian Plutarch, in a treatise written in circa AD 100, is reported to have addressed the question of why are the days named after the planets reckoned in a different order from the actual order, where he explained this very thing, at the moment that the calendar we use was effectively being created. However, I can't share that explanation with you. The text of Plutarch's treatise has been lost. But take comfort from the fact the sequence isn't an error or accident, and we know that because there was reference to it. There was a reason, we just don't know what it is anymore. That's oddly unsatisfying, isn't it? Oh well, it's all Greek to me anyhow. Yuck, yuck, yuck. That's a play on words, isn't it? I think I sort of got that one. And now this.
Alright everyone, that's it, that's a wrap. So, you can shut the camera off and turn out the lights and all that stuff. I don't care where you go, but if you stick around, be quiet. I've got to review some new projects that we're going to put on the channel. Alright, thanks Robin. Okay, let's see what sort of shows we can put on this new channel of yours.
Jimmy, sir?
Sir, have you taken a blow to your head? What you want?
I don't think so.
What?
Well, we were just wondering, how are things going to change with the new channel and everything?
Okay, first off, new channel is a bit of a misnomer. We're launching a streaming service.
Okay, but does that mean only new shows?
No, of course not. We've already got internal shows which cost us nearly nothing to produce.
Oh, good.
We're just going to be adding some things so that visitors have some variety. You know, some drama might bring a viewer to DuzaBear Plus that's never seen your stuff before. Of course, we'll also be tweaking some of our existing product too.
Excuse me?
Well, for example, Robin.
Yes?
We're going to pair you up with Sir Pat for the relaunch of Cinema Spotlight.
Good God, sir, why?
Because differing opinions are good television. He's a nerd, and you're a different type of nerd. Anyway, the point is, there'll be changes because there are no secret cows here.
Huh?
Oh, get over yourself, Bissy. Look, if it helps, let me show you the new channel opener. Holy crap!
How are we going to top that?
Well, we can't. It's bait and switch. That must have cost a fortune.
Yeah, well, that's true. We blew the budget on it, but that's good news for you lot. Your shows are the cheapest we have.
Oh, I see.
We'll definitely be keeping you.
So then what are you watching there?
They're called loss leaders. You know, shows that'll get viewers to the channel. Viewers we hope to retain with your crap.
Oh, more bait and switch.
Exactly. Now, scoot.
Cool.
Okay, Bear, let's see the first one. Wow, the waves are wild today.
The waves sure are, eh? Ahoy, mateys! Arrgh! Welcome to Pee-Wee-Dactyl's Playboat! Hey, Pee-Wee-Dactyl.
Hey, Jim, what do you say? Well, that's just weird.
Whatever comes out of my mouth. You're a nut. Almond or cashew?
Good grief.
So, Pee-Wee-Dactyl, what's the plan for today? Exercise!
This is weird, all right.
Like in the military when the tanks drive across the desert in formation? No, like I do when I move like this.
Maybe we should make it as a kid's offering. Are you serious?
I like this. Look, everyone, I can be active.
I know you're everyone, am I? No.
You're very active too.
You're getting warmer.
Well, you're a pterodactyl.
And all together.
Oh, you're a pterodactyl. Pterodactyl.
Let's put it on as a kid's offering. Are you sure about that? Well, clearly the target demographic is potheads, but at least this way the religious right won't be screaming about it.
Oh, good. I love them sea monkeys. They're crunchy. What?
See all the sketches in this video in full by going to DuzaBear.com and joining as a free patron. If you want, you can even help us make more videos in the future. DuzaBear.com, the interweb's most furry streaming service.
Didn't like this much? I think it's an acquired taste. Like a lack of taste. Jeez.
Alberta has a third the population of Ontario. Yet Toronto has a real higher number of high-earning, highly taxed people than all of Alberta does. Toronto, in fact, pays $9 in tax more than they get in services, because Toronto, not Alberta, is where the money is.
Do you miss Toronto? Yeah, not really.
Educated urbanites follow the money.
I mean, there were more trees, don't get me wrong. Oh.
And now for my quick take. If you want to know what demographic watches a program, check out the advertisements.
Well, that's fair enough. Yes, we won't have ads, so I guess nobody will be able to tell what our demographic is, eh?
If they're pushing toys, they're kids. And if the show has a lot of cannabis ads between segments, they're unproductive, lazy 20-somethings without good jobs. Clearly, that's the audience for comedian Pee-Wee-Dactyl, whose recent Hicks Flicks comedy special was littered with drug paraphernalia ads.
Oh, well, that didn't take long.
Those who care about morals need to stop those like Pee-Wee-Dactyl from corrupt...
Well, so much for the idea the religious right isn't going to come after us. Oy, that took a quick turn.
It's like teenage hormonal therapy. It might be useful or even necessary for teenagers, but no one should have access to teenage hormonal therapy treatments until after they're an adult. At least, that's what Alberta's premier wants you to believe. And that's it for Who Gives a Crap. I'm Shawn Innanity.
Oh, hang on. Here. What's this then? My entry. You didn't have to do this. The whole streamer has your name on it. You've got carte blanche. I've got MasterCard, actually. Look, it's something new that Vassy and I came up with. On VHS. Did you shoot this in the basement? Will you just look at it? This text from the 1990s. Do you even have a player? Oh.
Welcome to This Hour Has 7 Minutes, a short-form take on news stories you've probably missed. I'm DuzaBear.
And I'm Vassy Vermicelli.
This segment brought to you by Boeing.
Boeing, where wheels down has a whole new meaning.
Well, it seems vaguely familiar. Yeah, it's a riff on a current affairs program CBC had on in the 1960s called This Hour Has 7 Days. I could have sworn there was something more recent. This reminds me of... Oh, well.
Court for the Stormy Daniels criminal fraud trial relating to illegal hush money and its effects on the 2016 election. Anti-Trumpers are excited at the prospect that the self-anointed Orange Jesus will finally be held accountable for his multitude of crimes. This reporter, however, doesn't believe Trump will ever be held accountable for any of his many wrongdoings. America isn't a nation of laws. It never was. As is made clear in the book White Trash, the 400-Year History of Class in the United States, it's always been an autocracy using the cloak of democracy to blind the masses.
The Alberta provincial government's latest pander to the stupid has come in the form of Premier Danielle Smith's recent promise to defy the federal government ban on single-use plastics and bring back the plastic straw. Joining me now is someone whose head is so far up the petroleum industry's arse that she has a glossy black coating, Premier Danielle Smith. Madam Premier, why do you feel the federal policy against single-use plastics is wrong-headed?
We have been able to save tortoises because we no longer need to use tortoise shell to create jewelry. We don't use whale bone to create whale bone corsets or fishing rods. We don't use elephant tusks to create ivory for pianos or billiard balls. How did that happen? It happened because plastics are able to create an alternative to things that you would otherwise go to nature. So we're able to make sure that we're enhancing biodiversity. We're not putting different animals under pressure. And we're also able to provide a better quality of life for people. So I don't think that the plastics industry should be apologizing for making our lives better.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I need to do something for the benefit of most of our Canadian viewers and at least 43.37% of Albertans. Carry on.
Okay. Yep, she's out.
This segment brought to you by Boeing. Boeing, are you feeling lucky, punk?
I'm not getting in one of those.
Detective Daniel Wachowski, convicted of murder in the second degree. I understand you have a statement prepared.
I do. Every day that I have been in here, I have thought about Alexandra Rabbit because I need to understand what I did, how she died, and why. Ugh, what treat. You should stay. I didn't think that's what we were doing. What were we doing? But we have to buy that. I thought I had this handled and she showed up in my home.
Just who is that woman name?
If you tell someone to stop calling you 20 times, why do you answer when she calls the 21st time?
What? I didn't know. Seriously, I've got to know what happened. It's in the title. I chose to lose control.
I think this is probably it for us.
Well, I'm not gonna be then ignored.
What are we doing? Some sort of roleplay now or something? Wait.
That's 5.5 episodes blocked up right away. I did not kill that woman.
Oh my god!
Besides, everything else we have is infotainment. This is drama. Say yes. Ugh, fine.
The dramatic 5.5-part series adaptation of James Dearden's adaptation of his 1980 short film.
Wait, 5.5?
The rabbit died.
Jimmy, I've got a show to show you.
Yeah, you've got a couple.
This one is Seal Clubbing with Richie.
Yeah, that's one of them.
Yeah, but we haven't done an episode since 2021, so I thought it was canceled.
Well, you know, we really should pilot everything just to be fair. Fine, have you got something new?
I do.
All right, let's see it.
Oh, cool. Give me a second. I got it right here. Well, maybe it's,
You forgot it, didn't you?
No, yes.
All right, well, when you've got it, we'll take a boo.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, cool.
Yay.
All right, Bear. Next, okay? Any build can be a nightmare if not planned properly. But what do you do when circumstances force you to get creative? With no budget, no schedule, and not much in the way of building supplies. Well, sometimes all those things you learned in kindergarten start to come in handy. No, nice touch. We're here in Northeast Edmonton, at the makeshift studios of the interweb's most furry streaming service, DuzaBear Plus. Like most TV productions, space and resources are limited, but as the old adage goes, the less money you have in TV, the more creative you get. So what's this then? It's the main desk. Main? Well, only desk. A modest build then. Actually, we're just planning to put a fake top on it to stretch it out a bit when needed. So, what's the time frame for the build and what sort of budget have you got? You're kidding, right? We need to get it for the end of the week. And the budget? Zip. Zero. Nada. How is that possible? Oh, it's all scrap. Amazon cardboard boxes and what little white glue's still in the bottles that the school next door tosses in their garbage. Really? Ugh, people are bloody wasteful. And the top? Yeah, I've got a crew working on that as we speak. Hurry up before that security guy comes down this aisle again. Come on, move! I'm a robin, not a hamburglar. The idea is to take the base and put a skin of cardboard on top that gives the impression of two cantilevered sides spreading out from the center like one half of a baseball diamond. Each leaf will have seating for 2 puppets on either side, so the desk can accommodate 5 puppets for panel shows. But that's not all. Turn the skin around, and suddenly you have a wraparound desk for the host of the Cold Bear Report, DuzaBear himself. On what then becomes the outside front of the desk will have a curved facade backlit with the new logo. From here, DuzaBear can preside over the interweb's latest revamped late-night entry with a sense of size. Impressive, yet compact. Exactly what the closet now acting as the studio requires. As work proceeds, mishaps and setbacks abound. Oh. And I'm dead. Exact. Insane.
Sorry.
Push harder.
Oh, lunchtime.
Oh dear. Guys, hello. My flipper has been glued to the desk again. I'm stuck. Hello?
Oh dear. Are you okay? Oh, you sweet Ellie.
Weeks ago, I visited the DuzaBear set for what should have been a minor weekend DIY project. I've returned now to see what we hope is the final result. Wow, it's great seeing you again. Yeah, it's good seeing you too. Wow, that's stonking. What? That's tough slang for bloody big. Huh. Where once was a single puppet desk, now is a 2-winged table spreading out on both sides to accommodate either a 2-hander or a full panel. And the reverse? Alright, come on. Reggie, light it up! Oh, that's brilliant. Does that mean we need a dimmer? Shh. So it took longer than expected? Aye, and I've got a crew of idiots that spent more time tripping over each other than doing anything
You shush me a lot, you know.
And the budget. 1.5 million.
I'm still not sure about that one. It's a good way to explain the set changes. No, not the episode.
I told you we were using scraps and leftovers. And a bit of larceny. Look, you. Mention that again and you'll find out what an actual bear hug feels like.
That Divin guy, are you sure you took care of things? Just stay away from that fresh mound of dirt in the back and everything's fine.
Yes, but I mean, unless you can show me the receipt for the top, I mean, it is larceny, isn't it?
Oh, that's it. You get the bear treatment now. Go.
Excuse me?
Oh, what now? No offense, Robin, but didn't you got enough shows on?
I'm not pitching a show.
Maybe he didn't get the memo.
Actually, I did. I'm here because I've designed a proprietary AI algorithm that will put DuzaBear Plus ahead of all the other streaming services.
How in the world would that happen?
Well, if you just look at your screen. See, once incorporated, our app lurks other streamer apps on a viewer's device and then interrupts their programming by launching ours whenever their show runs out of jokes.
What now?
Watch and just give it a second, you'll see.
Parasite Plus Movies continues the most dramatic scene in the most dramatic movie ever. Death Confessions of a Secret Billionaire.
I can feel death coming.
Papa, no. What about the file? What about the file?
Don't worry. I've stashed tons of money away over the years. Enough to clear off everything and make it all right again. So all you have to do is go and you'll find everything to fix everything in.
This is the Galloping Gourmand. Join me, won't you?
Ta-da!
Oh, that's evil.
AI is like any tool, it can be a boon or a burden.
I like it.
The gourmet
Oh, good.
slaves in the kitchen making the perfect meal, and the gourmand eats it.
I do that now. I'm an acrotourist.
Well, I know when I'm not wanted.
I don't really have any place else to go. You want to get a drink? Oh, you're too young. Hello?
Oh, look, repeat season.